Hello beautiful people, my name is Yola. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. By today's title, I will be discussing fear. I'd like to start this video by stating that we are all going to die. No shocker, you guys shouldn't be surprised. We know this? Okay, I'm gonna continue. So there isn't any logical reason for us to fear something that is a fact and is out of our control. Instead, let's focus on releasing all emotional attachments to fear. What even is fear? And where does it get its power? Fear is a feeling. The way that I would describe fear is fear can be internal or external, right? You may have fear due to something that you experienced and now it's left you fearful. Or you may have fear due to what someone else has told you. Or you may have fear because it's not something that you know. It's new, right? We tend to fear something new because we don't know what to expect. We don't quite understand it. And we've never encountered it. Continuing. Fear is a choice. Right? I'm not saying that you consciously choose to be fearful. I'm saying that subconsciously, there's a reason why you're fearful. And when you figure out that reason and you eliminate it, you overcome it, you grow comfortable with it, you accept it, whatever you need to do, then you will advance beyond fear. That's what I'm saying. If you haven't allowed yourself to do something because of fear, you can still do that thing with fear. Fear is a choice. It's a choice because you can choose something different. You can choose that, you know what? I'm not scared of that no more. No, I'm not. You know what? I don't want to be here no more. And I'm not fearful of what's going to happen when I leave. Another way that I see fear is a limit. It's a limitation, right? When we are born, we don't even know what fear is. We don't. It's something that we learn, right? It's a learned behavior. So in the same way that you have learned to fear things, you can learn to overcome them, right? You can learn to still do them. Fear is a choice. And instead of choosing that reaction, choose to try anyways. Because regardless of how you feel, you can still do things anyways. And for this scenario, I'm gonna switch it up to something else like love. Love is an action. There will be moments where you will feel like, I don't like this person right now. And even though you feel that way, you can still act in a loving manner towards that person. So even though you fear something, you can still do that thing because you know that doing that thing is going to benefit you, or doing that thing is something that you've always wanted to do. Choose to try anyways, because the truth is, we don't know the future. Anything is possible and anything can happen. I don't know who needs to hear this, but everything you want that you don't currently have is located in the unknown. As someone who has grown through so many uncomfortable situations within the past year, the past 6 months, the past 3 months, the past month, even now, as I'm here in the unknown, I'm telling you that the things that you want that you do not currently have are located in the unknown. They're located in places that you haven't yet looked, places that you haven't yet been, places that you haven't yet accessed. That's where they're located. The unknown exists in this world and is outside of the reality that you are currently operating in. In order to access the unknown, you have to try new things, face your fears, and grow to the point where you outgrow the old storyline as you stretch beyond the limitations that you have mentally created for yourself. Fear is a limitation, as you fearing something cuts off a part of reality. It does. Because if you were to have access to the thing that you feared, then you'd be able to see more than what you're currently seeing. It's like, because you have fear, there's this blinder that's right here that prevents you from seeing more, or seeing different, or seeing the full picture. If you can't see the full picture, then you don't have full access to this reality, right? Because those who are fearless can see everything. They're able to see the benefit of doing the thing. For example, someone who is an adventurer, someone who is a content creator, someone who travels a lot. There may be a potential where they're given an opportunity to jump off of somewhere or do something wild, right? And in that moment, that person may fear heights, that person may fear the potential outcome, they may fear a lot of things. But in that moment, they have to either choose yes or no. And in choosing yes, regardless of all the thoughts that have went through their head, they're choosing to grow. They're choosing to test. They're choosing to find out, right? They're choosing to learn. They're choosing to try. They're choosing to see what happens for real. Because all the thoughts that you have in your head, they aren't real. What's real is the things that you actually experience. That person may go ahead and jump off that place and have a blast, right? Be like, wow, I'm so glad that I did that. The only way that they could know how it felt and know that they're glad that they did it is by doing it. So by releasing fear, you allow yourself the freedom to find things out, the freedom to be more limitless, to test the boundaries, to find out what the boundaries really are. So it's time to ask yourself, what do I fear? What do I want out of this life? And what am I willing to change? The truth is, what you want is already here. Whether it's a type of house, marriage, travel, money, friends, anything, it already exists here on earth alongside you, right? It's here. It's here. Your house is sitting on the market, right? Your car is at the car dealership. Or maybe your car is owned by someone right now, and they're waiting on you to do the steps necessary so that you can get in contact with them and that it will become your car, right? It may be the same with your house. Your house might not be on the market. Somebody might be living in your house right now. And they're waiting on you to do the steps that you need to do so that they can move out and the house will become yours. It's waiting on you to go and get it so that you can experience it. Objects and materials, they aren't just gonna come to you, right? You gotta go and get them. The world is here, you are here, and the time is always now. Now is the time, right? Because the truth is, whether it's 1 o'clock, 1:30, 1:05, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, we are only able to be in the now. So the time is now, as tomorrow isn't promised. Tomorrow isn't promised to any of us. Wake up and stop thinking that you have the luxury of waiting. What even is waiting? What is waiting? What are you waiting for? Chances are you are experiencing fear in some way, which has resulted in you not doing the things that you know you need to do. Whether you fear the goodness that'll come out of it, whether you fear the work that you're gonna have to do, whether you fear what other people are gonna say, there's a whole list of things that fall under fear. Maybe you fear change because you believe it's a lot of work, but I want to tell you that regardless of if you go after your dreams or stay where you are, you will still have to work. There is no easy way. Either you suffer long term by doubting yourself, doubting your potential, your ideas, and neglecting your wants, hopes, and dreams, or you suffer for a different term of time as you pave the path for yourself to move forward towards the life you want. Pain is inevitable. Let me say that again. Pain is inevitable. You either hurt and stay the same, or you hurt and grow. I've learned that as you hurt and grow, your perspective begins to change, which can result in you learning to heal yourself. I've learned that when I started my journey, I had a limited perception. And as I started to try new things and venture off into the unknown, I was able to see things from more angles than I once had. I could see where I needed to pour more into myself. And I needed to coddle myself. And I needed to allow myself to feel. And in doing all of those things, I learned how to heal. If the above scenarios don't suit you, yet you don't have what it is that you desire, then it's time to implement all that you've learned so far. Now that you've acquired the knowledge and you have the skills you need, it's time for you to utilize them. You need to use what you currently have so that you can begin to gain more. For example, if you're good at knitting, then start knitting items to sell. Or record a video to teach others how to knit. Record everything you create and post it on TikTok. Or photograph your work and start posting on Pinterest. My point is, your options are plentiful. So put yourself out there into the unknown and try something new, because you don't know what could happen. There may be a company searching for your skills, and you could be immediately hired for a partnership. This video is to remind you that you can have whatever you desire, and that excuses are a result of fear. If you're going to reach where you intend to be, you will need to overcome yourself and all the tactics that you use to sabotage yourself, thus staying in your comfort zone. You can't gain anything new by staying where you've always been. So it's time for you to explore the unknown. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that this video helped someone, and I hope that you've learned something from this video. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.